You're rocking with the best.
Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Welcome to Atmos in the Morning, y'all. We took a little break, but we are back, and we are ready to put on a show for y'all on this morning. Before we get started, let me see who rocking with me this morning. What's up, Quaisha? Good morning. So Icy, good morning. Cherie Harris, good morning. Tammy Beckham, good morning. The rest of y'all that come up in here, come in, bring your coffee, bring your bagel, because we about to start. But before we get started, let's go! Yeah. Yeah. Man, thank y'all for being here with me this morning. We about to go ahead and get it in. Stephanie Moore, good morning. How are you? For y'all that don't know, welcome to Atmos in the Morning. We're on this show. We talk about a whole bunch of different things, from celebrity news, from things that are going on in your neighborhood. Man, we talk about sports. And we talk about a whole bunch of things that I simply cannot make up, y'all. Okay? So before we get this thing started, let me switch my audio so y'all on this computer, okay? Ooh, man, it's cold, y'all. I sleep in the AC, as y'all know. I do not like to be hot. So coming out the shower and straight into this cold, let me tell you, it's something else. What's going on, Lady D? Good morning. Lady D said, good morning, Atmos. Good morning, fam. Still stuck on replay for these R. Kelly transcripts. I know that's right. All right, y'all. So, y'all, there's some things we're going to talk about this morning. And y'all going to be like, man, Atmos, you simply can't, you can't make this shit up. I won't be able to make up what y'all are going to see this morning. So when I run across something that I simply cannot make up, y'all are going to see this right here. Let me make sure I can pull this up. Hold on. So when y'all see something that I just can't make up. Y'all are going to see this pop up. Let me see if it'll pop up here. You gonna pop up for me? You gonna pop up for me? Where you at? You gonna hear this? And this right here means I can't make this shit up. That's exactly what this means. Okay? I can't make this shit up. Now, first of all, I want to welcome everyone who is new to this channel to the morning show. I'm going to go over some things with y'all. Listen, here's the thing. Let me put my disclaimer out here. There's going to be some things that we're going to talk about y'all are going to agree with me on. And there's going to be some things we're going to talk about that y'all are not going to agree with me on. The beautiful part about this show is you can express your honest opinion, and I ain't going to get mad at you. I ain't going to get mad. Just don't be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Let's just all, can't we all just get along? Let's just all get along, okay? So first thing I want to cover with y'all is something that came across my in my messages, and it was kind of mind-blowing. I'm going to let y'all see this for yourselves and tell me what you think, okay? Here we go. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to start over.
Have a day. We don't know the day or the hour that our Lord and Savior will call us home. But this young man right here, today ain't his day. See this young man, he owed me $200 that I bailed him out of jail for when he robbed them folks' house. Now get up today. He ain't gonna die owing me money. So get on up out of this casket. Go on over and ask your mama for my $200. Oh, have a day. We don't know the day or the hour that our Lord and Savior will call us home. But this young man right here, today ain't his day. See this young man, he owed me $200 that I bailed him out of jail for when he robbed them folks' house. Now get up today. He ain't gonna die owing me money. So get on up out of this casket. Go on over and ask your mama for my $200. Oh, have a day. We don't know the day.
Y'all see what I'm seeing right now?
That our Lord and Savior will call us home. But this young man right here, today ain't his day. See this young man, he owed me $200 that I bailed him out of jail for when he robbed them folks' house. Now get up today. He ain't gonna die owing me money. So get on up out of this casket. Go on over and ask your mama for my $200.
So, yeah. What y'all think about that? Cherie Harris said, what the? Hazel, he said, people keep playing with God. I know, right? But listen, man, look, man, you got some folks to bring you back to life so you can make sure you pay them their money. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen, that was so funny. So y'all, let's get into something else. So there was this story here that I want to start with, where I guess this family had went. Let's read it. Let's see exactly what's going on here. Let me make sure y'all can actually see this, okay? So it looks like here that Twitter reacts to a racist patron asking a black woman at a Georgia bar, what you doing in a white place like this? Let me say that one more time for y'all, because it might have went over some people's heads. Twitter is reacting to a patron asking a black woman at a Georgia bar, what you doing in a white place like this? Let me read this to y'all. It says, Twitter is reacting to a woman's bigoted and poor treatment at a podunk Georgia bar and restaurant. A viral video on September 18th showed the woman's interaction with a redneck patron and a server at Hiram Bar and Grill after they began to harass her because she wanted to play pool. In the video, she clapped back at patrons who informed her that the establishment was for whites only. Let me show y'all this right quick.
Sit the fuck out.
Fuck is you talking about? And you not talking to me. You are not talking to me. No, you not. You are not talking to me. So come with it. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna box my food. I'm gonna finish my food, and then I'll leave. That's okay with me, baby. I got a lot of money in my account. I asked her to turn it down, and she got snappy with me, and she just threw a whole box at me. I come up here and I play pool all the time. So all the time. She did just throw that box at me, sir. Period. I'm in a white place like this because I came up here to play pool. This is the only place with a pool table in the vicinity. So that's what I'm doing in a white place. That's what I'm doing in a white place. That's what I'm doing in a white place. That's what I'm doing in a goddamn white place. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. But guess what? Because I can come out and spend my money how I want to. You taking our comment very offensive.
Don't put it on TikTok.
All that. Really snazzy. Period. I took it there. I know you racist. You look like a racist. But that's why you're poor. Most racist people are poor.
Oh, gosh. We'll play it again.
Sit the fuck out.
Fuck is you talking about? And you not talking to me. You are not talking to me. No, you not. You are not talking to me. So come with it. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna box my food. I'm gonna finish my food, and then I'll leave. That's okay with me, baby. I got a lot of money in my account. I asked her to turn it down, and she got snappy with me, and she just threw a whole box at me. I come up here and I play pool all the time. So all the time. She did just throw that box at me, sir. Period. I'm in a white place like this because I came up here to play pool. This is the only place with a pool table in the vicinity. So that's what I'm doing in a white place. That's what I'm doing in a white place. That's what I'm doing in a white place. That's what I'm doing in a goddamn white place. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. But guess what? Because I can come out and spend my money how I want to. You taking our comment very offensive.
Don't put it on TikTok.
All that. Really snazzy. Period. I took it there. I know you racist. You look like a racist. But that's why you're poor. Most racist people are poor.
All right, let me see what y'all got to say about this. Let's see what y'all got to say about this. Says here, what up, Just V? What's going on? So it says here, Masquerade Elegant says, she's saying way too much. Okay? Cecilia Owen says, I would fight to shut this place down. Masquerade Elegant says, make your video and leave. Cherie Harris says, now this is a damn shame. Who the hell do they think they are? I thought we was free to go wherever we want to go. Slavery days are over. And that's definitely on, period. Okay? T-Bell once said, why? Right? Keep It Cute said, what's the name of this place? I don't know. I think they probably have it in the description. Let me see what it is. Lady D says, it shouldn't be a surprise at places like that still exist. Right. Rodney Williams said, what the hell? Most racist people are poor. Who she chat with on that? I don't know. Masquerade Elegant says, I understand that we're free to go where we like, but I would never, I assume you said, never good somewhere I'm not welcome, much less eat the food they serve. Cecilia Owens says, I don't think they have places like that existing. All right, so y'all, here's the reality. Here's the reality of this situation. I live in Georgia. Okay? Now, once again, there's going to be some opinions that I have that some of y'all are not going to agree with. You're not going to agree with everything I say. Okay? But in this situation, number one, I agree with Masquerade, what she said, make your video and then leave. I wouldn't sit there going back and forth with them folks. If they done told me, listen, your kind is not welcome here, I'm going to get that video recorded saying that I'm not welcome there, my ass is going to see an attorney. I am going to make them, I'm not about to pay them money for them to harass me and show me racial discrimination. I'm not going to pay them. What up, Tears? Good morning, Tears. I'm not about to pay them. My father and the entire side is from Georgia. That's what's up, honey. I'm not about to pay them to show me racial discrimination. I'm not about to pay them to discriminate against me. I'm not about to pay them to, pay them to call the ghetto good old boys to say, hey, we got one of them up here who acting up. We're going to drag her out back and she going to disappear. When I tell y'all we live in a society in which we need to, I'm not saying be punked. I'm not saying, you shouldn't take up for yourself. But when I looked at this video, at least I heard, it looked like she was all by herself. Yeah, T-Bone once said, especially if she's by herself. You're around about 6 or 7 racists in an establishment where the parking lot looked empty, country redneck music playing in the background, and you are surrounded around racists running your mouth, and I hate to say this, but sounded ignorant as hell in some of the things she's saying. Like, it's okay to say, you know what? I'm sorry, I came to the wrong place. I didn't know that blacks weren't welcome here. I thought we were living in a society where racism was gone. I will take my money and go to another establishment that appreciates my service, and I will also let my people know that they are not welcome here. See y'all later, and get the hell out of there. Take that damn video to a damn NAACP and go get paid. But to sit there and go back and forth in an establishment, you're not going to win. You might feel like I went back at them and I told them off. Okay. Yeah, you told them off. But let me tell y'all how crazy Georgia is. Okay? There are some pockets of areas here in Georgia. There's one city called Loganville, Georgia. Loganville. Okay? I used to work for this company called Terminex. Terminex is a pest control company. Okay, so I went to this neighborhood and I was looking for this customer house, and my GPS was not finding it. Right, so I finally found the customer house, and I was riding through, and if for some reason my GPS took me to like 2 or 3 different houses until I finally found it. It was just going haywire. So I finally found the house. Well, when I pulled up in the driveway of this customer's house, it was about 8 or 9 trucks that swarmed the house. All rednecks. I'm by myself. I'm obviously in a situation that I'm not welcome in. I got my uniform on, so I'm there to do my job. So I got brand recognition right there. And this is in the height of people getting shot, blacks getting shot down in the street, police and all this kind of stuff. So it's a lot of racial tension going on. Now, I have a choice. I can either, man, I'm gonna be, man, fuck, ain't nobody about to play me. Man, fuck y'all, crackers, motherfucker, fuck y'all. I'm a motherfucking G. Y'all ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. Fuck y'all. I could do that. Or I could say, hey, sorry guys, I finally found my house here. I'm here to do a job. Terminex, that's me. I'm the pest guy. You got bugs, I got you, right? I could do that. Now, the way Atmos handled this situation was, I'm logically thinking I am in a neighborhood full of people that don't want me here, looking at the fact that I am surrounded by 8 or 9 trucks of white men hopping out. About 3 of them had guns. They are standing there looking at me, all hopped out, surrounding me as I'm close to this customer's door. Now, the customer came outside and said, hey guys, he's good. He's with me. He's good. All right, Jim, we're just checking. We're just checking. I said, hey guys, hey, look, I understand neighborhood watch, right? I said, but why did y'all come and do this? Well, we've had somebody been burglarized and they robbed 5 of our houses over the last week. I'm like, damn. I said, well, look, hey guys, hey, I get it. I understand. I ain't robbing your house. I'm just here to do pest control. That's it, okay? But listen, appreciate y'all. God bless you. Have a great day. So somebody might say, oh, Atmos, you should have went ham on them. And let me tell you, if I would have went ham, I wouldn't be here right now. They would have thrown my ass in the back of a truck, probably shot me, and y'all wouldn't hear from me. Now, would there be any video evidence proving what I'm telling y'all right now? No, probably wouldn't have nobody doing that. But you have to learn how to handle yourself in society. You can't always, just talk off and get ghetto and get ratchet and I'm from the hood. I come out here and blow all y'all houses. I shoot. I'll run this whole block. I spin the block. You got to be smart. You have to know how to handle yourself in society. Now, I'm not saying let somebody, run you over or push you over, but you have to understand when you are outnumbered by the opposition. And you have to understand your climate and where you live in and where you at. Okay? So, real talk, y'all. We got to be smart. Okay? Needless to say, I went out there, helped the customer, and I got the hell out of there. And I don't think I went back out there. Okay? But that's crazy. All right. Next thing. Now, y'all, there's some stories that I run across that I simply, it bother the hell out of me. Okay? This story right here is definitely sad, if you ask me. All right? Let me make sure y'all can hear me good. Now, y'all, there's some stories. Okay. So this story here says a mom wired her daughter $2,000 and said, They are not going to let me go. Hours later, she was found dead. It says police continue to remain stumped about the death of a woman reported missing in the Georgia hours after she sent a mysterious text before vanishing. Radar has learned. Debbie Collier vanished on September 10th from the Athens area, Georgia. Her body was found the next day in an SUV in the woods in Habersham County, Georgia. Police have been mum on many details of the case, but they have been treating her death as a homicide. Now, Collier's last days and messages are being revealed. Collier's daughter, Amanda Bearden, told police that her mom sent her $2,385 through Venmo before she went missing. It also included a message. They are not going to let me go. Love you, the message allegedly read. Bearden said her mom left home only with her driver's license and debit card. That has led to some to speculate that Collier is a victim of a violent kidnapping and murder. Police have not confirmed details of their investigation. They have also not made any arrest in the case. Collier's rented SUV had Sirius XM radio on September 10th. Police used it to track her to Habersham County. Investigators used the canine dogs and found her dead in a ravine near the SUV. The victim had worked for years as a front office manager for the Carriage House Realty in Athens, Georgia. She has been married to her husband since 2013. Friends and family have yet to comment publicly about her disappearance. Police continue to investigate, and anyone with information is asked to contact authorities at 706-839-0500. Y'all, this is horrible. This is horrible. I hate to hear stories like this. You know, I don't care if you white, black, Puerto Rican. A human is a human. Stories like this are happening. People are kidnapping people, but when you think about the details so far in this case, the lady wired her daughter and then said, they are not going to let me go. I hope and pray they found out who they are. I hope and pray the police find out who they are. That's sad. Y'all put some prayers up for, Amanda Bearden, that her family can find and get justice for Miss Collier. I believe that this may be the case of the lady who I heard on another blogger's video that there was a lady been missing for 10 days. And I believe this may have been the lady. But this is sad. Ladies, I'm going to tell y'all, I always tell y'all, be careful. I always tell y'all to be careful. I always tell y'all, if you don't have mace, get you mace. If you need a gun, get you a gun. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. The world is dangerous. People are hungry. Men will rob you, kidnap you, rape you, kill you, and not give a damn about who they hurt or who they leave behind. Please, take care of yourselves. Please. Next story. Meet the twin Now, this is one of them stories that y'all gonna be like, Atmos, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. You could not be telling the truth right now, Atmos. You have to be making this shit up. I'm telling you. I can't make this shit up. I can't make this up. This is a story about, it says, meet the twin who lived inside his brother for 36 years. Atmos, what in the hell are you talking about? Let me say it one more time. One more time. Meet the twin who lived, L-I-V-E-D, inside his brother for 36 years. A man who farms for a living had his twin living inside him for 36 years. A man, Sanju Bhagat, was born in 1973 in Nagpur, the city in Maharashtra, India. He was widely teased in his village because of his large stomach, which made him look 9 months pregnant. Since he didn't experience any pain or show any signs of a tumor during the growth in his stomach, he didn't visit a doctor to save money. But after 36 years, his stomach became so huge that he couldn't work productively. One night, oh shit. Hold on. I wanted to make Rodney. I didn't delete you, Rodney. I made you a mod. My bad. I hit you. I hit the wrong button, but I just made you a mod, brother. I appreciate your consistency. Thank you. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. I made a mistake and deleted Rodney Williams' comments. I didn't mean to. I meant to make him a moderator. So I just set it up for you. He was widely teased in his village because of the large stomach, which made him look 9 months pregnant. Since he didn't experience any pain or show any signs of the tumor during the growth in his stomach, he didn't visit the doctor to save money. But after 36 years, his stomach became so huge that he couldn't work productively. One night, Sanju found himself unable to breathe properly. He was rushed to the Tate Memorial Hospital in Mumbai, where doctors concluded that he had a tumor and decided to operate and remove it. Okay? Dr. A.J. Mehta, the doctor who operated on Sanju, said that the tumor was so big that it pushed at his diaphragm and prevented him from breathing properly. He also anticipated a lot of problems during the surgery due to its large or its huge size. But surprisingly, they took out Sanju's twin brother from his stomach. Let me say that one more time. Surprisingly, they took out Sanju's twin brother from his stomach. After the surgery, the doctor said that he first shook hands with someone and not a tumor. The baby was a deformed fetus with hair, legs, nails, bones, and a jaw with teeth. The twin fetus lived on Sanju's nutrition while it was inside him and grew since the day Sanju was born. At first glance, it looked like Sanju had given birth. This is a rare condition in fetus in fetu, in which the recessive twin grows inside the dominant twin after the latter absorbs the first. Y'all, isn't that crazy? Isn't that like unbelievable? So pretty much, I mean, I think that may be the closest thing to a man giving birth right there, if you ask me. Let me see what some of y'all got to say. Let me see. I'm going to go back up here. Keep it cute. Say, don't get my evidence to leave and I'll deal with it on the back end. Yeah, that was that situation. They are still very racist. There is a hole not accidentally. Yes, they are for real. Absolutely. You got to tread carefully in certain places. Indeed. So you rather lose your life because you want to play pool. Right. T-Band once said here in Tennessee too. Lady D said, I'm glad she ripped them a verbal new one. They weren't going to touch her because she was recording. These people these days, they'll touch you whether you're recording or not. Loganville is absolutely terrible. I don't even stop for gas there. Right. Masquerade said, nah, bro. Cherie Harris said she was about to be in the back of a milk carton. Have you seen me? Right. Keep It Cute says Sundown towns still exist. Yeah, they do. Wow, glad you handled that correctly, but the robbery sounds like an inside job. Right. Pick your battles and live. Exactly. Lady D said, I guess I'm just channeling my frustration from the situation. I would be so mad. Man, listen, at that time, I ain't had time to be mad. I was like, I need to get up out this situation. Like, what I need to do. What I need to do to get past these 8 trucks. That's what I need to think about. Trying to tell you, good morning. I'm a queen. Good morning. I missed most of the show. That's okay. That's what we got replay gang for. Lady D, there's been recordings and people will still come up missing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me see. Always watch your surroundings. Yes, I agree. Okay, got you. Yep. A lot of strange stories come out of India. It is, y'all. And they say India got some of the most contaminated water, right? It may be in the water. I don't know. Maybe in the water with all them crazy things that be happening over there. Keep It Cute said, I've heard for stories like this, usually in India or Asia, it's kind of like the movie Malignant. I gotta check that movie out. Yeah, Rodney Williams, you got a wrench. You welcome, brother. I appreciate your consistency, man. I appreciate that. Rockin' said, good morning. Good morning, Rockin' with the Truth. Good morning. Lady D said, I know. I just get so mad when I see things like that. I'm sorry that man would have felt that twin moving if it was alive. Yeah, I would think so. It's called a parasite twin. Wild and crazy. It is. It is. I've heard about parasite twins in people's brains. Whoa. Okay. Wow. Parasite twins. Okay. All right, y'all. Moving right along. This right here is the video that is circulating around media for the shooting of leading up to Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu is the manager for Ludacris. I believe somebody was trying to rob him. And this is what happened. Let me see.
Instacart. I can get everything I need delivered to make my go-to pasta. Aw, look at those cute little bow ties. With a side of romantic ambiance. Ooh, that's a nice touch. And dessert, all without leaving my apartment. Which reminds me, Emily, I need you out of the apartment by 7 tonight. Visit Instacart.com or download the app to get free delivery on your first order. Additional terms apply.
Atlanta City Council is tabling a decision on whether to set term limits.
I don't want to watch that. I want to watch the Shaka Zulu story. Doggone it. Hold on, y'all. So, I think I went past a little bit too far. Hold on. Surveillance. Is it down here? Here it is.
New tonight, surveillance video circulating on social media as we speak appears to show the moments leading up to gunfire that left one man dead and Shaka Zulu charged with murder. The longtime Atlanta music executive turned himself in last week for the shooting that took place back in June. 11 Live's Hope Ford joins us now with the 911 calls and the video from that night. Right, Hope?
Yeah, Zulu's attorney confirmed a surveillance video making its rounds on social media is from the night of the shooting. Now, the video doesn't show everything, but his attorney, as well as people posting the video, are questioning why murder charges were brought against him. A fight in a parking lot, a young man dead, and an Atlanta music executive facing murder charges. Video on social media of the night in question appears to show Shaka Zulu and other men fighting. The video has been slowed down and sped up in parts by the person who posted it, but it shows a confrontation.
It was like a little scuffle or whatever, and then that's when we heard shots running out.
The video is narrated by the person who posted it, and they claim this is Zulu, who after a brief scuffle is pushed down and kicked by others. At some point, 3 men, including Zulu, were shot.
Look at me, stop. Look at me, stop. Open your eyes. Yeah, they can open his eyes. He's with me, man.
Nearly 2 months later, Zulu turned himself in on murder, aggravated assault, and simple battery charges. His attorney questions the arrest, writing in a statement, Zulu was attacked and jumped from behind, and in an attempt to save his life, Mr. Zulu lawfully discharged his weapon in self-defense. While this particular video shows a fight, and then security breaking it up, it stops short of showing what happens in the minutes after, with the person who posted the video also questioning why murder charges were brought against Zulu. And Zulu's the only one who's been arrested in connection to that night. The 20-year-old victim died at the hospital. I asked APD about missing portions of the video, but we haven't gotten that answer just yet. Right now, Zulu is out on a $200,000 bond.
New tonight,
So, let's look at some more information on this here. So it says, manager of rapper Ludacris charged in Buckhead murder. This is Shaka Zulu, longtime manager for rapper Ludacris. Y'all remember Ludacris, right? Throw them bow, doom, 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 doom. Throw them bow, bow. Y'all remember that song, right? Okay, yeah, that was my inner Ludacris. Anyway, a co-founder of Disturbing the Peace record label has been charged with murder after an incident earlier this summer outside a Buckhead restaurant. Atlanta police homicide investigators identified Zulu, whose real name is Ahmed Obafemi. They call him Shaka Zulu, as a suspect in the case and secured warrants charging him with murder, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime, and simple battery. Obafemi turned himself into the police on September 13th at the Fulton County Jail and was released on bond the same day. The charges stem from a June 26th shooting outside apartment 4B, a restaurant at 2293 Peachtree Road in Buckhead. The incident left Artez Benton dead and Obafemi and another man in the hospital. Investigators said that there appears to have been an argument that escalated to gunfire. The post, let me see here, appeared to be first on, okay. So, looks like this was the arrest warrants, 911 calls released. Let's see what this is. Let's see if we can play the, hold on. Do they have a copy of the call? Okay, so it says, I guess this is what happened on the call. Ludacris manager says police released the audio from 3 911 calls. In one, a person said they heard at least 6 shots fired outside the restaurant. We need an ambulance, another told the 911 operator. The frantic caller told the operator a man who had been shot was on the ground and not moving. He's not responsive right now, the caller said. Artez Benton, 23, was shot to death. Obafemi pointed a firearm at Benton and fired upon his person, striking Benton in the chest and killing him, Zulu's warrant states. Zulu and another man were both shot in the back, warrants say. Listen to me. Can you hear me, Shaka? One of the 911 callers is heard saying. Zulu faces charges of murder, aggravated assault, simple battery, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. The warrant state that Zulu is the only arrest in this case. So y'all, I don't know all the details of this story here. I don't know all the details, but I would say this. You gotta be able to protect yourself out here, man. So many people that are robbing people, and you don't want to be caught lacking, And so, one thing about Georgia is, you don't have to have a permit anymore to have a gun, which is dangerous at the same time. But it can also, if you're in a situation where somebody is coming in and robbing a place and you there and, you have some type of protection with you, you may be able to defend yourself and your family if you're out in a very vulnerable situation. The last thing you want to do is be a sitting duck in a situation where somebody else got a firearm and you just sitting there looking crazy. So in this situation, I don't know who the aggressor was. It looks like he was the one who got beat up, but we'll see what happens. So y'all, now this story right here is kind of weird to me. So there's a football player right here. His name is Willie Gay. Willie Gay is a football player for the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, for those of y'all that follow football, as y'all know, I am a proud Washington Commanders fan, right? Some of y'all remember them as the Redskins. Okay, I'm a proud fan. We got our butts kicked by the Detroit Lions last weekend. It was a fluke because I ain't worried about that. Even Dallas won. Definitely a fluke. So just a fluke weekend. You know what I mean? If y'all did watch football, y'all saw Lamar Jackson go ham. He is off the chain. I think the fact that the Ravens won't pay that man his money, for those of y'all that follow football, y'all gonna know what I'm saying. For those of y'all that don't, you probably your ears gonna go mute real quick. But Lamar Jackson is the star running back, a star quarterback, running back everything for the doggone Baltimore Ravens. If they don't pay that man after what he did on Sunday, I don't know what's going on. But football was awesome. If y'all watch football Sunday, y'all definitely got it in. Y'all got some great games, okay? This player right here, Kansas City Chiefs Willie Gay, is handed a 4-game suspension by the NFL after an arrest on a misdemeanor charge for breaking a vacuum cleaner during an argument with the mother of his son. Let me read some more. Kansas City Chiefs linebacker Willie Gay has been suspended for 4 games without pay for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy. Gay's suspension is related to an arrest for a misdemeanor criminal damage in Overland Park in January. Oh, come on, Black Girl Beauty. Don't be coming in with all that cowboy crap. Y'all got, oh my gosh, we ain't gonna start. Doggone. What's up, Tanya with the Sleepy Tea? Good morning. Yeah, let me read. So, Gay suspension is related to an arrest for misdemeanor criminal damage in Overland in January. The 24-year-old was arrested on January 19th on a charge of criminal damage of less than $1,000. A police report obtained by DailyMail.com shows that along with the vacuum cleaner, Gay is also alleged to have damaged a wall, humidifier, and cell phone screen protector. The linebacker has settled the case in court back in June, according to TMZ, entering into a diversion program that means to avoid going to trial. A representative for Gay told TMZ that he was visiting his son when the argument broke out and insisted that the altercation did not turn physical. No one was touched. Nothing happened beyond a broken appliance, Max said in a statement. She called the cops about it. They took him in on a misdemeanor destruction of property of less than $1,000. He'll be eligible to return to the Chiefs roster on after the Chiefs matchup. That is freaking crazy. It's a freaking vacuum cleaner. Y'all. In all likelihood, Gay will play San Francisco and Santa Clara on October 23rd in a matchup of the Super Bowl. Gay does not have another misdemeanor on his record, according to LexisNexis search, a speeding charge for driving between 25 to 25 miles an hour above the speed limit. He paid a $155 fine for the 2020 infraction. Gay will miss pivotal games against the Colts, the Buccaneers, the Raiders, and the Bills. Gay started in both of the Chiefs' wins this season, amassing 16 tackles. The Mississippi native, okay, so y'all, listen. This man probably about to lose hundreds of thousands of dollars because he lost his temper. He settled the case out of court. Why the hell are they going to suspend him for 4 freaking games over a freaking vacuum cleaner? I could see if he put his hands on a woman. They say he damaged the wall. He's a multimillionaire. You settled out of court. I assume that he paid for it. Y'all, this, I don't know. I don't condone violence, right? But you know what? Violence to a vacuum cleaner? 4 games? 1 game? One game, okay. 4 freaking games? They being petty. They better, the Players Association better appeal this crap because you won't be allowed to argue. People have arguments. Oh, he cussed at me. Suspend him for 4 games. This dude probably about to lose every bit of. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me tell y'all. Let me do a little bit of research right now. I'm just curious. Willie Gay salary. This is his 3rd year for the Chiefs in the second team with 16 tackles. He won't be permitted access to team facilities or practice during the first 2 weeks. He's slated to make approximately $1.1 million in salary this season, the 3rd of his rookie contract. So he's in his 3rd year of 4 years of his rookie contract. So that breaks down to $1.1 million out of 17 games. So 1.1, let's see, 1 million. So $1.1 million divided by 17 games. Divided by 1. Divided by 17. Divided by 1. Alexa, what's 17 divided by 1.1 million?
17 divided by 1.1 million is 0.0000154544.
Alexa, what's 1.1 million divided by 17?
1.1 million divided by 17 is approximately 64,705.8824.
He about to lose 64,000 times 4 games. He about to lose $256 freaking dollars. Unbelievable. Over a damn vacuum cleaner and a hole in the wall. They better appeal this. That's crazy. I don't like stuff like that, y'all. All right, moving right along. Do any of y'all know who Herm Edwards is? Any of y'all watch football know who Herm Edwards is? Herm Edwards is probably one of the classiest, well-respected. Oh, it did, Black Diamond? What's up, West Coast Bells? Herm Edwards is one of the classiest NFL coaches probably ever. Okay? But it looks here, it says Herm Edwards flying commercial out of Tempe after getting fired on the field in the saddest scene imaginable. Now, this guy is a very successful NFL football coach. He started off his football, he's a black coach. He started off very successful in the NFL. And his college career started off pretty great as a coach. But it says here, how was your weekend? Did your car break down? Did your date cancel? Did you run out of toilet paper or catch COVID? Are you a fan of the Cleveland Browns? All qualifying questions for a bad weekend, no doubt. Why you gotta dog the Browns, bro? I mean, whatever. No doubt. But no matter how bad it got, cough, Cardinals underbettors cough. Take some solace in the fact that it wasn't as rough as Herm Edwards. On Saturday, the former Arizona State ball coach lost by double digits on home turf to Eastern Michigan. As Edwards left the field, he was greeted by Arizona State University's president and AD, which is the athletic director, in the end zone. A brief conversation and some condolences. Ensued. And Edwards was escorted towards a tunnel. A short while later, it was announced that Edwards had been relieved of his duties. So they fired this man. Let me let y'all see how this rolled out. Man. I know what some of y'all gonna say. Atmos, that's just football. That's just football. They lost. Did Edwards get fired right there on the turf for all the players, cameras, and janitorial staff to see? We may never know for certain, but if so, it's got to be one of the most brutal, somebody said, SHIT canning in college football history. Then to make matters even worse, on Monday, hours after losing his cushy D1 job, Edwards was seen leaving the great state of Arizona once and for all on a commercial flight. That's sad. Waiting in the line with boarding Group Z, printed ticket in hand, single bag full of belongings slung over his shoulder, short of Herm's defense, you can't draw up a sadder scene. We're sure that he'll land his big feet on Big Noon kickoff or something like that. But it still hurts to see a guy down this bad. So chin up, Herm. Hang tough. We don't know where and we don't know when, but it gets better. Okay? Shout out to Herm Edwards, man. Shout out to Herm Edwards. I hate the fact that he got fired like that, but that's life, right? Okay, y'all. So my last story of the day. Yeah, that was foul. I don't like the way they did that. Okay? However, my last story of the day, y'all know I always love to end the show with something positive. You know, sometimes I talk about stuff that makes people upset and depresses people, but I always like to leave with something positive. And this right here is definitely positive. This story says, a 26-year-old entrepreneur built a multi-million-dollar business doing government contract work out of his parents' basement. Now, he and his fiance are completing a new 250 home development in the suburbs of Atlanta. Jalen Ubo built multiple businesses with friends in college from the basement of his parents' home. In 2018, he and his co-founder landed a six-figure government contract. It led to 46 more projects. Today at 26, Ubo considers himself financially independent and is planning an early retirement. Jalen Ubo, 26, and Annika Carter, 25, have known each other since junior high. They went to the same middle school in Douglas County, Georgia. In high school, they shared a Spanish class, and that's when I started getting the butterflies towards Annika, Ubo told The Insider. They went their separate ways for college. Ubo attended Kennesaw State, and Carter started at Georgia Southern University before transferring to Georgia Tech and reconnected in 2020, where they realized they were in the same line of business, real estate. Ubo had just bought a parcel of land that he intended to build a neighborhood in, and Carter was working on a project, working as a project engineer of a 64-unit apartment complex, and talking about matching up with the perfect person. My goodness. They went on their first date in late 2020. In 2002, Ubo proposed. The couple now work together full-time on the company. Ubo started back in 2015. J. Ubo Companies from his parents' basement. It's a conglomerate of businesses in real estate, healthcare, transportation, government relations, education, and consulting. Ubo and Carter have known each other since they were kids, courtesy of Jalen Ubo. Under Ubo's leadership, the company has evolved from a basement business to a 125-person, multi-million-dollar company, according to documents viewed by The Insider. The team has currently wrapped up a massive 250 home development project in the suburbs of Atlanta. From selling candy in elementary school to starting businesses in college and foregoing the 9-to-5 path. Ubo grew up with a family of entrepreneurs. Some of his earliest childhood memories are from the auto shop that his great-grandfather owned, he said. So it wasn't completely out of left field when he started selling candy in elementary school. I had an entire operation with employees, he said, of Jay's Snacks, which operated year-round. I had my in-school session where I would sell candy at school, and then I had my summer session where I'd sell in my neighborhood. Ubo grew up surrounded by entrepreneurs. His great-grandfather owned an auto shop. When he started in college in 2014, he immediately got on campus, got on a campus job working for the stadium's ticketing office. A big part of his job was promoting the annual Hot Air Balloon Festival hosted by Kennesaw State. One year, he and his team did over $1 million in ticket sales. He recalled in the back of his mind, I'm thinking, if I can make somebody else hundreds of thousands of dollars in an 8-hour span, why can't I do that for myself? And that's what really pushed me to start my own business. What has evolved for Jubo Company started with about $500 that Ubo said some college friends, included his future business partner, Aubrey Evans, had in savings. They used it to purchase a lawnmower and launch Piedmont Premier Lawn Care. Any money they made went straight back into the business or was set aside for future endeavors. In 2015, they started an e-commerce drop shipping company. They leased a kiosk at the local mall and sold drones, hoverboards, kids' toys, and other electronics. They even hired 4 college students to help run the business, said Ubo. It gave him real-world experience with cash flow management, inventory management, and business development and marketing. One of the first companies Ubo started was an e-commerce drop shipping company. A year later, in 2016, Ubo and Evans started Premier Medical Supply Company over the summer break. The company supplied medical equipment to local healthcare systems, hospitals, and general public. After graduating in 2018, Ubo decided to continue working on his various businesses rather than interview for a 9-to-5. That was probably one of the scariest things, deciding between whether or not I should get a traditional job or keep going doing this entrepreneurship thing, he admitted. He and Evans decided to go all in on their medical equipment company, which had received its Medicare accreditation as a DMEPO, durable medical equipment, prosthetics, orthotics, and supplies in 2017. It says Ubo and his team in front of their first brick and mortar retail equipment company, Premier Medical Supplies. They were making enough right away to afford to live on their own, so they stayed rent free in the basement of Ubo's parents' house, where they'd been living since 2016 to save on housing. In 2018, about 2 years after starting Premier Medical Company, they started bringing in enough profit to pay themselves a small salary. It wasn't enough to move into their own place, though. At the end of the 2-year period, we had done over $1 million in gross revenue, said Ubo. But that's not our take home. We had grossed over $1 million in revenue, but we couldn't afford to leave the basement. So that just speaks how entrepreneurship works. Can be a financial struggle in the beginning. Even when you are making money, you still have overhead costs. Those are the types of lessons about entrepreneurship that he was lucky enough to learn early on. He said, and is one of the main reasons he achieved so much success at just 26 years old. Most people go the traditional route, go to school, then they spend a decade working in a corporate environment, and then maybe in their early 30s, they get into the business field, said Ubo. I started early and I was consistent. Just like with compound interest, where your money can compound time compounds. The more you spend on a thing, the more you'll get. That is facts. That said, when it comes to entrepreneurship and running your own business, there are huge risks, Ubo said. There is also the opportunity for huge rewards. In 2007, while still competing with his undergraduate degree and working on Premier Medical Supplies, Ubo and Evans started learning about how to obtain government contracts. The United States is the larger buyer of goods and services in the country. The government buys everything from construction services to environmental consulting and awards over $11 million in contracts a year. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that. Ubo and Evans registered as federal government contractor in 2017, meaning that they could start writing proposals and bidding on contracts. They won their first contract in early 2018. It was a multi-year project with the Department of Homeland Security to demolish an office space that got hit by Hurricane Florence in Wilmington, North Carolina and provide a new territory space. After winning my first six-figure contract to the tune of $144,414, I realized that this was a game changer for me and my business, said Ubo, who was 21 at the time. Okay, now there's a whole lot here. So I can't go through all of this, y'all, but I invite y'all to read this. It's very, very, very interesting information for you if you want to follow up on this. But I love to see young people do amazing things. Okay, so y'all look that up. But y'all listen, thank y'all for being here today. I appreciate y'all. Atmos, how can I and people send you offline? Send you info offline. Just send it to my email. Let me type my email in here. Email is avaready123@gmail.com. So here's my email right here. I'll put it in black so it's easy for y'all to see. I'll put it in this color. This is my email right here, y'all. It's aveready123@gmail.com. If you want to send me stories, people send me stories on Twitter all the time. A lot of stuff I get is from y'all. I just, sometimes it takes me a minute to get to it because I get so much stuff. But I try to pick out the things that I think are going to be good for the show and line up with it. But listen, thank y'all for coming on. Y'all know I do this show. Usually I do the morning show on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Today is Tuesday, as y'all know. I just decided to go on today just because I didn't come on yesterday. And I've been, this R. Kelly thing has been, wrapping up a lot of my time, including work and everything like that. But I came on today. We'll see about tomorrow, okay? Make sure y'all hit y'all notification. I was in the bushes, but welcome to any new people. Indeed. Thank you so much, Karen Wright. Thank you for coming over. So informative. Thanks again. You are great. Oh, so are you. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Latrice B, what up? Well, y'all listen. Y'all have a blessed day. Thank y'all for coming over here and rocking with me. And I will holla at y'all later on. Peace out.
You're rocking with the best.